All right, this is the video 16A. This is going to be a summary of last week and an introduction to what we are learning about this week. So the topics for this week are going to be waves, sound, and music. So there is an assignment this week, there is a notebook check, and there is a waves activity due this Friday, 11:59 p.m. There's no announcements and no office hours because we are back to full time. Big question for today. Well, I don't have any. I always put up Sir Isaac Newton just because he did his best work during quarantine, just to keep us motivated during this time. All right. So just remember, we do have a weekly task list that is complete. There's 3 videos, a notebook check activity, and the homework. There are 2 codes in each video. They are 3 numbers long. They are randomly generated. One's a written, one's verbal. So you'll need these in order to move on with that homework assignment. And I do post them on Friday as an incentive to show up on Friday to get those codes and to work on that homework. All right, so let's review. All right, so resistance is an electrical quantity that measures how the device material reduces the electric current flow through it. So we measure that in ohms. So I always compare it to like water flow. Like in a river, the larger the rocks, the more resistance for that current. Well, so what has the largest effect on resistance in wires? That's when we did the resistance is futile lab, and we measured the resistance in different wires. Now, when we're putting together circuits, there are resistors, and they all have color codes. And the original question was, what do the colored bands on the resistors mean? Well, the bands on the resistors, the first number is the first figure, the second band is the second figure, the third band is the multiplier, and the fourth band is the tolerance. So there is a link that will help you look that up. Those are the links for the day. Then we talked about Ohm's law. So we did the simulation bad to the ohm. We talked about Ohm's law, and it just shows how voltage, current, and resistance interact with each other. So V is the variable, similar to like that pressure, a difference in gravitational potential energy. I is the current, like the flow of water, but flow of charge. And R is the resistance, or like the thickness of that tube. How hard is it for that current to move through that system? All right, so there are the links for that day. Then the next day we learned about series versus parallel circuits. So in a series circuit, having only one path through which the current can flow. A parallel circuit is defined as one where all components are connected between the same electrical potential. So those are the links for that day. And at this moment, this is the 16A written code. I recommend you write this down somewhere. All right, so what are we learning about this week? We're learning about waves, we're learning about sound, and we're learning about music. So this is a video on waves, this is the video on sound, and this is the video on music. And I'll give you the verbal code at this time. It is 135. I say that again, the verbal code is 135. And we're doing 5 different labs this week. We're doing a Slinky lab, we're doing the wave simulation, speed of sound, we're playing music on wine glasses, and we're doing the whirly tube. So it's a little toy you spin around your head and it makes a noise. So there are the links for the day. You can see that there's quite a lot of extra simulations. The final thought: there is too much unknown in the universe to take a break from learning. Get out there and question everything.